Hello everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be wrapping up my experience with Dewey's 24-hour readathon that was this Saturday. I did very well. I'm very pleased with how I did. I read for about 19 hours. It started at 8 o'clock in the morning and I finished my last book at about 3:30 in the next morning, and then I conked out. And during those hours, I read 1,251 pages, so it was good. My husband was wonderful. He made me apple crisp and all kinds of goodies, and I really enjoyed myself. So the first two books I read were Mugshot and A Whole Latte Murder, if you hear the pun, by Carolyn Fardig, I believe. These were both on my Kindle. And these are the second and third books in the Java Jive mystery series. These are obviously cozy mysteries, and they focus around our protagonist, who is an ex-singer-songwriter who is now running the coffee shop of her male best friend. He inherited it from his father when his father died. And there tend to be murders about that she gets involved in. So I'm getting the two books mixed up. I didn't take notes because it was the readathon, so I don't remember which murder happened in what, but I love these books. They are a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and I really do appreciate that there is some character development in these books despite there being cozy mysteries. In the third book, definitely, she was spiraling. She was right on the edge of a nervous breakdown because of all that was going on. She wasn't sleeping, she had anxiety, so there were definite things going on. And her best friend, Simon, I think is her best friend's name, you know, he was dealing with grief and loss in some of these books. So I really do appreciate these books a lot. I think they're a lot of fun. I gave them both 4 stars. They were perfect for readathon. Then I picked up, since Cozy Mystery was working for me, I picked up Meg Cabot's Size 12 and Ready to Rock. This is the, I believe, 4th book in the Heather Wells mystery series, and I was struck by how close these two series are together because they're both about musicians and singer-songwriters, so they're very similar series. If you like this series, the Heather Wells, then you'll probably like the Java Jive. Heather Wells is engaged and she thinks she's going to have a lovely summer, and she doesn't. And this book was a whole lot of fun as well. Lots of laughs. I loved it. The last book I'm going to have to get from the library, and I'm very sad that the series is going to end. This was a perfect readathon read as well for me, and I give it 4 stars. After I read that book, I took a quick shower and changed my place to be into bed, and I made a very poor book decision. Very bad. I picked up The Season by Jonah Lisa Dyer and Stephen Dyer. And I looked at it and thought it would be a cutesy book to read, and I did not like it. Now, I don't know whether I did not like it because I don't even remember half of what went on because I was so tired, or whether I didn't like it because I didn't like it. It was a bit confusing to me because the protagonist is 20, but it's a young adult book, and her mental age is about 14. So I had a hard time dealing with some of that, although it is blurbed as a modern take on Pride and Prejudice. So that's kind of fun to look for like the similarities to the book, and there really were quite a few. But what I think I'm going to do is put this back on my shelf and maybe try it again when I'm awake. So I gave it 2 stars for now, but I feel like it has more potential than that, and that I really do want to try it again when I'm awake. So that's that. So those were the 4 books that I read. Now, what I learned during this readathon. First thing is that I read very slow on my Kindle. Either that or the book page amount is completely incorrect. Because those 2 Java Jive books had, I think, 292 pages and 271 pages, and they took me forever to read. So something is off there. Just saying. The second thing that I learned is that when it's after midnight, a graphic novel will do. I should not have picked up that other book. So that's good to know. The good things that I learned were cozy mysteries are excellent. I enjoyed it, but that's not really a surprise because I enjoy reading them all the time. So hopefully I will bring this next knowledge with me onto the readathon in April if I'm able to participate. As long as it's not my weekend to work, I hope that I'll be able to participate. So anyway, that's the story. I will talk to you all again another time. Bye-bye.